Welcome back to On the Ground. So, on today's episode, what we're going to be talking about a little bit is the foot shifter. I said that it needs to work in. Well, I did a little more research on it, and which I was aware of this on the 300. It's similar. You have play in your shifter. See, you have play. That's the part that you want play in. That's linkage, but that's play. Okay? In there, right there, is your play adjustment. There's a bolt with a flathead screw driver input. Oh, let me just put this in there so you can see. But yeah, so that's how you increase and decrease play. You just back that nut off, and you can use like a little flathead screwdriver and a 14 millimeter wrench, open end wrench, or you can put the ratcheting in on it. Anyways, you want to back off that nut a little bit, and you want to turn it left till you feel resistance. And they say a quarter of a turn right. Well, I tried a quarter of a turn, and I let it warm up. I went up and down shifting, come back, tried that adjustment, and see if that made a difference. It seemed to make a little bit of a difference. So I readjusted. I tried different things, and so I finally got it tuned in. So it shifts much better now. So if you're having an issue with your Honda wrencher, it being hard to shift, you can do a little bit of research, but down in there where I showed you is where you can make adjustments. And they say you want just a quarter of an inch of up, play. So I tried to measure that play. So other than that, I was going to wash it today, but I guess God decided to wash it for me. But that's why I will mud on it. But I wanted to go over that a little bit. I did finicky around with that a little bit. That seemed to help a little bit. Again, these steel toe boots I wear all the time is not ideal, but it does seem to shift a little better. It also matters the RPM range, speed range, to feel for it. I used to be an over-the-road truck driver, and different engines, different transmissions, they have sweet spots. When you do find the sweet spots, you can do what they call float the gears, and you don't even need to use the clutch. I tried to feel for it a little bit, and I did find it a little bit. But it does seem you have to let off the throttle a little bit and shift. I don't advise you to hold on the throttle, but trying to feel for the speed range. If you need to shift quick, if you need to let it rev a little higher before you shift. But I was fooling with it a little bit out here today, and once I get on the trail, I'll fool with it some more, because I'll be taking my tools with me, because likely I'll get that 100 miles in it, and I want to switch that to the regular GN4 10W30 oil, and then put maybe 20 to 50 more miles on it. and then bring it back. That way when I store it, I'm gonna try to still get that cover. I'm gonna put it in the shed maybe, but when it gets extremely cold, put that OW4 or 30 or OW40. I don't know. It's whichever the two is better for extremely cold temperatures when it gets that way up here. So that when I come to start it and stuff, the oil's not thickened up. But yeah, so I don't know if any of you guys went and watched the documentary Blood on the Mountain, but it goes to show you that what happened in southern West Virginia may be much different than what you initially thought, because you know the politicians and the coal companies tried to hide it. They tried to indoctrinate the people. You know, they tried to shelter the people in West Virginia, and they tried to cover up to the outside world what they did. It's not a conspiracy. It's just the way they presented the history and what happened in West Virginia to the outside world. But anyways, yeah. So I don't know. I think that's pretty much it. If you're having issues with the shifting, that's one of the things you want to maybe look into. Some people say they always have the issue. Some people will say it loosens up after about 10 minutes. I haven't noticed that too much, but I gotta really get out and ride it. Where I'm out on it, putting 10, 15, 20 miles on it, and you know, more and see if anything changes. But I just want to make that brief video, and if you're having issues, you can try adjusting it that way. Shouldn't hurt anything. Just know where it's set at now, and you know, back that nut off and turn that bolt, that screw with that flathead till you feel some resistance. Then try backing it off a quarter turn and then tighten that nut back down where it's set. And that's your clutch adjustment. And if you do it the right way, it should prevent your clutch spring from wearing out. So I'll get back with you next time, and I'll see you again here on the ground.